What's up, fellow homebrewers or fellow homebrew drinkers or whoever else may be watching this video? I want to show you another little project that just got completed and we'll use for the first time tomorrow, homebrew day. Um, I am on a community well that I'm sure I've mentioned a time or two in the past, but even though I'm on a community well and their water's treated with whatever they treat it with and all that, it still has got that funky taste to it, like, pipes or whatever. So we've always bought our water from wherever we shop, uh, because it's got that taste to it. So if that taste is in your water, then that taste is probably in the beer. It's my beers. I feel like it's always been good beer, but I thought I would, take the next step and try to get that taste out of the water and maybe improve, the flavor of the beer a little more. So what I did was what a lot of people have done on, you've seen them on YouTube and on Homebrew Talk and other forums, but I went to Lowe's and bought this bad boy, the pretty common water filter that that a lot of folks buy to use for home brewing or for just for your home period. But this canister is $22 at Lowe's, and I'll take the time if I still have the bags and stuff, the part numbers. I may not. I may have tossed them all already, but if I don't put them in the more info section, just leave a comment or message me or something, and I'll get you the part numbers for all this stuff. But anyway, the canister is like $22, and you can get them cheaper on eBay. I did see them for like probably $5 cheaper shipped, but I just didn't take the time to do that, and I just went ahead and paid the extra $5 and went at Lowe's and got everything. And it doesn't come with anything but just the canister. And the filters I ended up buying which may be a little overkill. I don't know. I haven't really done a lot of research on water filters, and I really didn't look and see what other people were buying. I think most people get like a 5 micron filter, but the 5 micron filters I saw at my local Lowe's didn't say anything about. They mostly filtered out sediment, from what I could read, and didn't say anything about taste or odor or anything. So this is the only one that said it did that, which was a 2 micron filter. And there's the second one that came in a 2-pack. I think it was $8 for two. And this one says sediment, chlorine, taste, and odor. 3-month filter life and 2 microns. So that's the filter I got. Like I say, it came in a 2-pack for $8. So then these are 3/4 inch threads on either side. So I bought this CPVC adapter. It's 3/4 inch thread, and the reason I bought a reducer is because at the time they didn't have any 3/4 inch CPVC in stock, and I already had some 1/2 inch here at the house and an elbow, so I just bought an adapter to go from 3/4 inch down to 1/2 inch. And on this side is a 3/4 inch pipe thread on this side and a female hose adapter on this side. And then you see my little quick connector that I'll show you here in a minute. So basically this is just the adapter, a reducer, and then just a short length of pipe and a 90 to be able to point the water down. And all this is dry fitted, and I've already hooked it up, and it doesn't leak here or here or here because there's no pressure on it. So I didn't feel any need to glue anything. And this bracket that I rigged up so I can set it over the side of my kegel actually is just I don't know how wide this is. Maybe, what is that, 1/2 inch, 3/4, something like that. It's just aluminum stock, aluminum something. I had it. It was one big long piece, and I cut it in half and bent it around, drilled holes in it, and put some screws that I had laying around. But I had this on hand actually from where I used it back in my RC airplane days. I used this for wheel braces or something. I think that's what I had it for. But so that's about it, man. That's all there is to it. It was a pretty simple little project, and I've already hooked it up to the hose, and there is a difference, a big difference in the taste coming out of the faucet, you know, without the filter and with the filter. So that's obviously a positive. I don't know if this is going to do anything with my efficiency. Like I say, I'm in the process. I just haven't taken the time to do it, and I'm going to talk about efficiency here now. But I really want to get my water tested, and I know most people use Ward Labs, and I just haven't taken the time to send a sample off and get that done, because as many batches as I've brewed now, and I'm getting pretty consistent on my results. You know, my efficiency is staying right the same. I've not really changed anything. I've tried 5.2 stabilizer. It didn't make any difference. So I don't know if I don't know my pH either. I've never tested my pH of my mash or anything. So, but I have tried the 5.2 stabilizer that a lot of people use, and it didn't make a difference either way. I'm still getting around 72%, which is, like I say, is fine. But I just want to try to increase it just for the why not, to see what it takes to increase it. And, you know, it may be my water. It may be my water to grain ratio that I'm using. Most of the time that's at 1.25, but I do a lot of high gravity beers. And from the podcasts and stuff that I've listened to and the little bit I've read about it, for higher gravity beers, you may need to bump up the water to grain ratio to give that grain a little more breathing room, for lack of a better term, or enough room to really extract those sugars well. So tomorrow's brew is going to be a Pliny the Elder clone, so it's obviously going to be a high gravity brew, and I may bump it on up to like 1.5 quarts, or maybe even 1 3/4 for my strike water, just to see. That, along with the filter, like I say, I don't know if the filter will affect my efficiency at all. I have no clue if it will. Like I say, I've not done enough about it. I don't know enough about water chemistry to even guess at it. But that's two things that I'm going to be doing on my brew days to see if my efficiency goes up. Water, you know, chemistry, and water to grain ratio. So I may be screwing up by doing both at the same time, because if it does go up, I won't know which one affects it. But I'll figure it out one way or the other. But yeah, the water filter should be a little help, if nothing else, in flavor. And like I said, I don't know if it'll do anything to the efficiency, but and hopefully before long I can get my water report. And I know there's spreadsheets out there you can use to put your information in, or I think the new Beersmith even has a option now to put all your water results in and show you what you need, if you need to add anything or whatever, take away anything, whatever. But, so I'm going to hook this thing up. I'm going to set the camera down so I can get this on the hot liquor tank here and let you see what it looks like. I ain't going to try to do it one-handed, so I'll be back in a sec. All right, there you go. And basically, like I say, just the bracket holds it in place. That way I can turn it on and not have to worry about it. That little nipple you saw sticking off of here goes into this quick release adapter. And this little piece right here, it all comes together with the little piece you saw sticking off here for like $3.50 at Lowe's. And it's got a valve right here, so I can turn it off and on right here. My hose just screws into it here. And then you pull this little collar back to release it. And I've already had one of these on my immersion chiller set up, so I was familiar with it, and I thought it would be a good idea to use it here. That way I can turn it off and on here. And basically, man, you just turn your water on, and it'll rock and roll. And that's plenty of volume, even with that 1/2 inch reduction. I hope you can hear me with that water running. But no leaks anywhere or anything, and you can tell I've already got some water in there where I've been testing it. But there you go. And you can see how the little aluminum curls around there and holds itself in place. Simple little project that I hope helps, and like I said, I'll be using it the first time tomorrow. So there you are. Questions, comments, feel free to lay them on me. Later.